Hey Arnold is making a soft comeback with these amazing comics
made by this Instagrammer named Eden Fries. As a person that loved Hey Arnold growing up, I always felt like we didn't get real closure with Arnold and Helga's future relationship. They have such a unique character dynamic, with Helga being a tsundere that bullies Arnold but secretly loves him, and Arnold just being a lovable football-headed kid, has a good heart and always sees the best in others, but never really expressed any type of feelings for Helga in the series. Only after the Jungle movie made in 2017, when the franchise was rebooted temporarily to wrap up the story about Arnold's parents, that was the only real solid time we've ever seen Arnold kind of start to have feelings for Helga. He even initiated a kiss with her at the end of the movie, and also held her hand to imply that he likes her on their first day of 6th grade. And at the end of the movie, even though Helga knows that Arnold low-key has feelings for her back, she still cannot help but be a tsundere and snatch her hand away from Arnold, probably because she doesn't want to seem soft in front of the other students because she has a reputation of being the school bully. But this left a lot of questions in the air, like what's going to happen with Arnold and Helga's relationship? Well, the Jungle movie didn't do good enough for Nickelodeon to pick Hey Arnold back up, so the fans like me that loved Arnold and Helga's connection and wanted to see what was next for the two never got official canon to what happened to them next and moving forward. But with these new comics I found made by Eden Fries on Instagram, if you've ever had headcanon about Arnold and Helga, you do not have to have it anymore, because Eden completely encompasses and completely captures the essence of what a relationship could look like between Arnold and Helga. She captures it perfectly. The art is gorgeous, and also the dynamic between them is so real. It seems like I'm watching an actual episode of Hey Arnold. And also, I see a lot of people that have found her comics fall in love with the dynamic between Helga and Arnold, but they never really cared for the original show. So that just shows how much people really care about Arnold and Helga's relationship, even if they haven't seen Hey Arnold to begin with. And not only that, I have never seen a piece of media, cartoon, or anime that has ever been remotely like Helga's feelings for Arnold. She has this way of acting like she absolutely hates him. She bullies him. She's known as the school bully. And she will completely make fun of Arnold and make him actually not like her. But secretly, she doesn't even want to be that way towards him. Not only does she have a massive crush on Arnold, and she says she loves him, but she writes poetry dedicated to him. He is literally her muse. She has a shrine of him in her closet. She acts like she worships him. She keeps a picture of him in her dress. She sees him in everything. The clouds, the water, the trees. She is enamored by him.
And then in one moment, she can be bullying Arnold, picking on him, calling him names, being the worst possible person to him. And then in the absolute next moment,
she's pulling a heart-shaped locket out of her dress with his face on it and hiding behind a trash can
and reciting her own original poetry about him, and completely in love and obsessed with him. And then she can go back to normal as soon as she starts talking to him and acts like she is not obsessed with him whatsoever, can just have a normal everyday conversation with Arnold. In plenty of episodes, we've seen all three of these things happen. I have never seen such a multifaceted character, and also she has such a troubled past when it comes to her family. Helga is written so well, and I just feel in Eden Fries' version of Helga, it is actually a great way of what Helga would be like in the future. In one of the comics, it shows that Helga has matured and has decided to stop being such a bully towards Arnold, and also has to maintain her composure when around him, trying not to be so obsessed with him and really keeping that under control. And it's kind of displayed by a Lizzie McGuire little animation that is in her head. One of the Helgas are a military looking Helga, very strict, very keep your head together, stay focused, stay structured, this is strategy, you don't want to run him off, you want him to still like you. The other version of Helga is wearing all pink with hearts in her eyes, and she's literally the essence of all of the infatuation that she holds for Arnold. And these two miniature Helgas in her head are supposed to represent the thoughts that Helga's having. It's a very interesting way to see her inner dialogue personified. One of them essentially representing her bully side, and one of them representing her love side. But both of them are trying to work together to actually help Helga be mature and stay in a kind of sort of relationship with Arnold. So far in the comic, Helga and Arnold are not like in a serious relationship. They're kind of just talking and hanging out all the time and messing around, meeting behind the school together and being competitive with one another. In the show, we can see that Helga can do things like this with Arnold, play sports and become competitive and hang out with him without getting flustered and just talk to him normally. And I like how in the comic they also are able to do that. It's so natural, and they're more like frenemies in everyone else's eyes, but to each other they're kind of like enemies to lovers. And in moments where Arnold would normally be very
oblivious to Helga's crush on him. In this comic, he also clearly kind of likes her too and has a crush back on her. So we see a lot of cute moments of them getting flustered at the same time. Not just Helga getting flustered and then Arnold looking at her really confused and wondering what she's looking like that for, but actually seeing him reacting to her being flustered and then him being flustered on his own. It makes it just extremely cute to read. And these comics are brand new. They were made in 2024, so it just shows that the love for Hey Arnold and to see what's going to happen with Arnold and Helga's relationship is something that a lot of the fans really want to actually see and feel. I wanted to get into how Eden Fries decided to design Helga and Arnold.
And I absolutely love how she stayed true to the original design of Helga, not, making her hair down, keeping her 2 pigtails that stick out. But I'm obsessed with some of the shots of Helga having her hair in one ponytail, similar to that alternate reality Helga from Hey Arnold. From that one episode with Ernie, where we could see the alternate reality Helga, if you know. But I'm also obsessed with sometimes Helga's hair being pulled back into one ponytail with a pink ponytail tie. I just love that she is changing her hair up. Helga's hair used to change in certain episodes in the original Hey Arnold as well, and it was so fun and fresh to see her hairstyles changing sometimes. Also, she puts Helga in this tomboy-like outfit for some of the comics, where she's in a beanie and her hair is pulled back into the ponytail. She's wearing a jacket with a skull on her shirt and a shirt that looks like Arnold's shirt tied around her waist. Helga, don't think I don't see Arnold's plaid shirt wrapped around your waist, which is just so cute, and I would love to see how and in what circumstance she was able to get her hands on one of his shirts. I also love that she puts pink bows as earrings in Helga's ears, because Helga, even though she's a tomboy, loves pink and she loves bows. It's just so well thought out. Oh my goodness, Eden Fries, you just outdid yourself for the Hey Arnold fans. I want to just give you all the flowers. I hope that they can let you make whole comics and pay you for this, because it's just so great. So let's talk about Arnold's design.
Arnold is sporting his usual plaid shirt with a really casual and oversized gray shirt on top. Also, instead of Arnold wearing his hat on his head, he wears his hat around his neck on like a necklace, which is just so cute. I love how creative this creator really is. She's doing a great job with the intellectual property, but I do love to see how they switch up the clothes. In this part of the comic, they're in gym class, and so they're wearing gym clothes instead of their regular everyday clothes. But it is a breath of fresh air to see them getting older and wearing something new. Also, one of the cutest details to me is that she changed the picture of Arnold inside of her locket. After the Hey Arnold Jungle movie, we do know that Arnold knows that Helga keeps a picture of him inside of a locket inside of her dress. So in my headcanon, after the Jungle movie, Arnold talks to Helga and asks if they can add a new picture in the locket instead of the one of just him. And so inside of Eden Fries' version of the comic, there's a picture of Arnold and Helga in the locket, which is just the cutest thing. And it's just so nice to know that they took these photos together. So instead of Helga just having a bunch of pictures of Arnold, she can have pictures of her and Arnold together. Finally, I want to get into where this could lead for Arnold and Helga. Since this miniseries is getting the attention of people that don't even really watch Hey Arnold, that tells me that their character dynamic is strong enough to grab new viewers' attention. And the entire reason why Nickelodeon or another streaming platform won't pick up a Hey Arnold reboot is because they feel like it will fail to grab new viewers' attention. But with these comics centered around Helga and her love for Arnold, clearly people want to see more of these two particular characters in the show. So instead of them rebooting Hey Arnold, maybe they could do a spin-off for Helga and her inner battle with dealing with her feelings for Arnold and how she navigates the world. And of course, we would still see all the other characters from the original Hey Arnold, but this would be more of a Helga-centered show, where she doesn't just grow up a few years from the original show, but she also has a little bit of a glow up. She wears different clothes, she looks cuter, she carries herself cuter. And at the end of the day, even if we don't get an actual show out of this, hopefully those that own the license for Hey Arnold will allow her to continue this comic and make profit, because she's doing a great job with it, and she would have more motivation to continue the comic if she was actually making money from it. As of now, she doesn't even have a Patreon, nor do you have to purchase these comics. They're literally free to read, and I would go check them out if you loved Helga and Arnold's relationship, or if you just like any type of tsundere, hate you, love you story. I think you would love these comics and become invested in them. But anyway, these are just my thoughts. Put your thoughts down down below on how you feel about this comic and if you think Arnold and Helga should get their own show.